Hello everybody and welcome back to Contest Speed here for the EU1 race today at the Japanese Grand Prix. Here today is, for the comms, is the one and only Piney Penguin here with Charlie. Say hello to the stream.
Hello, my friend.
So obviously we're at
How
the
you doing?
We're doing good. Hope you're doing well tonight.
Friend, I am.
So obviously for tonight we are at the Japanese Grand Prix. I will quickly put the track map on before we get into qualifying. So the Japanese Grand Prix is 3.6 miles long with 18 turns, 11 to the right and 7 to the left, with the one main DRS zone out of the exit of the last corner on 15 down to turn 1. So expect to see it, so overtakes that, and obviously it is the only track to do a loop on itself, so it is a figure of 8 track. As I now show you what is qualifying, and it's raining again. It's wet again, like it was yesterday for EU2. This is not a good start.
To be fair, on this track, the wet isn't as bad as you think it is. To be fair, it all depends whether it's dry, like on the race. But
Yeah, that happened
for
yesterday.
me, what I found out from doing it yesterday, the S's weren't as bad as it was in the dry personally. But I felt for me the first corner was a lot worse than what it normally is, and same with Spoon. Those two were just ice skating rinks for me personally.
Right. So these summers in chat be like, Charlie, you spun more in the dry than the wet.
Yeah, I did. We don't need to talk about that either, these summers. So yeah, we don't. At least I know when to pit. He'll know exactly what I mean by that.
Damn, he got you there yesterday. He got you there. Oh, hello. Griffin with a small slide on his outlap. On the intermediate tyres, which is interesting. You know, since we're in qualifying, I'm going to have the tyres on the screen. Just because it's qualifying, we don't care. It's just when it comes to a race, we care. So, looks like everybody...
skies in the gravel.
Looks like everybody has the inters on for the time being. Obviously, yesterday it was torrential rain, and I left my particles on, so it was actually giving me a headache. So, because the spray was ridiculous. This latest update code, which is like EA did for the game. Oh god, the spray was absolutely killing me. And D Summers in chat be like, still finishing the points, bro. I'm not repeating that last bit. I am not getting banned.
Is he mugging me off?
Yes, he's mugging you off, yeah. Because you DNFT finishing points.
Hey, wait till Miami, my friend. Who will be laughing then?
Probably me. Because I'll be watching the EU2 race next week and I'll be laughing if both you spin. Anyway, on board here with Griffin as he's coming down to the first turn, which is 1 and 2. And then into the S's. Obviously, you don't really want to touch the curbs in the rain because the curbs are dangerous and that car will just spin. So we don't want to see no spinalas. Taking it nice and tidy. Oh, a little bit of a slide there. Obviously, as well, you got to get very creative with your racing lines. Oh, bit squirrely there on the exit of the Dunlop curve. As we go down to 8 and 9, looking nice. Bit on the curb. The curbs on the exit are not as bad as the curbs in the corners. Up to what I wouldn't even call a corner. Anyway, up to the hairpin of 11. Looking nice and tidy. And now this is another bit I wouldn't even class as a corner because this corner you're pretty much flat out for turn 12.
Curve, isn't it? More of a curve.
Yep. Anyway, down to Spoon for 13 and 14. And then on the second of the two straights on this track. I'm just sad they've not put DRS on this bit, but I can understand why. Because 130R is a very flat out corner and DRS will make it a little more treacherous. You have to make it slightly more safer if they're going to put DRS there. But anyway, down to
in my opinion.
Yep, down to Casio Triangle for the chicane. Kills one of the two bollards. Around the last corner for Griffin. What's the benchmark going to be? It is a 1:39.5. Right. This is why I'd be like, Charlie, you'll have to remind me what was the pole lap yesterday? Oh. Hacko.
36.
Oh, Hacko's actually binned it. Hacko's actually.
No way.
I thought Hacko actually got a bug, but no, Hacko actually binned it at 130R.
A few people was doing that yesterday in
Russell Sky's
what's it called in EU2.
Yeah.
But no one really like hit the wall, if you get what I mean.
Oh, bit of a slide there from Hasmania.
It is. This track is really tricky in the wet. So I think it's McLaren and PW Jones.
Yep, D Summers in chat is informing it was a 36.6 in EU2, if you remember rightly.
So. Yeah.
So
yeah, I knew it was a 36.
Yeah, well, Craiggie's not far away from it. He's only 2.2 off of that, off the pole time from yesterday.
Could get better. Or worse.
Oh, and Hasmania has invalidated, as I just realised. I'm missing one. There we go. Now everything's on the screen, which should be. Oh, as Hasmania has another slide, so we'll go on board with
Dobak was invalid as well.
Oh
so
dear.
He's got to go around again.
As I say, I expect in the wet, people are going to fuel their cars just a bit more so they could do multiple laps. I would assume so anyway.
That's what a lot of people were doing in EU2 last night. I was doing it. Sid was doing it.
Hacker's in the chat. Go on then, Hacker. How did you lose it?
Hoodie was doing it.
And like I said, I'm now curious how Hacker lost it at 130R. What did you do? Touch the grass before the corner?
I reckon curb. I reckon he's hit the curb. It's just taken way too much curb, I reckon.
Yeah, Hacker will tell us in a little bit. Once he's writing his essay of how he binned it.
One thing I can say is there is a dry line coming.
Yeah, it did.
So times are... Yeah.
Times will improve, definitely.
Yeah. Times are going to get quicker and potentially could even see dries. Because last night EU2, towards the end of the session, even though I stayed out, I reckon if I had the time to pick go dries, I might have got away with it.
Yeah, well,
but that could just me being delusional. Yeah, no. True.
You were right though, Charlie. Man hit the curb.
Called it. The only reason I said that was because Hoodie did the same. Oh, Huff and Dobak almost doing the same thing as Hacker there through 130R. Blimey.
That is not.
No, as I was saying, did save it. Really good save. The only reason I kind of knew about the curb was because Hoodie did it last night. But he saved it, luckily.
Oh, Huff and Dobak saved it, and he's up to P2. Obviously, we're on board here with AJ in the Red Bull as he's coming out of the last corner now. Up to line. What's it going to be for AJ? It's up to 4th for now. But Craigie is setting the pace right now.
Next person who's coming through Spoon is Manu, EU2. So
Manu's on a lap.
I think he is.
Rosa Sky is ahead of him, but I don't know if Rosa Sky is on a lap.
Purple, but that's probably his personal best.
Personal best for the time being.
Yeah.
Rosa Sky going to finish this lap? Yes, he is. Let's see what the... Oh, it's not an improvement though, so it'll be now starting a new lap. So we'll quickly head on board to Manu's about to cross the line now. And it is P2 for the time being.
So Aston Martin coming out. A lot of people are just going round.
Wait, Hacker, are you telling me you didn't practice, bro?
Hacker, man. Man's going to do a last to first again. What is this guy doing to himself?
Well, that's unless somebody gets himself DQ'd. Obviously, we are missing one person, and that is Matty Robbo, but man always does show up a bit late. So he only ever gets to do like one lap. I never practice. Maybe you should start then, so stuff like this don't happen. Like, come on, bro. I also just realized I've done goofed again. We have no game audio. I did it again.
You absolute donut, man.
I did it again.
Did you do it last night?
I did it last night as well in qualifying.
Oh,
I realised as well I did it in qualifying, and it was about the same point. I've got to remember.
You know what? I'm just gonna I'm just gonna message you now, like 10 minutes before we jump into the comms booth. Just remember your audio. 'Cause
Yeah.
come on, man.
I remember to turn Discord and my mic on. I just forgot the game. Right.
Absolute
Who is on
donut.
a... Right, we should probably go back to Rosa Sky. Because I'm pretty sure they're on a lap. Or are they not? Nope, they're in. The Rosa Sky not happy with that lap. Manu going for it again. Well, Manu's going to start a new lap. Where is Jones? Is Jones on a lap? 6 times down his first sector split. He's coming up to the second split. Oh, game sounds quite low if you didn't know. Sounds like it for me. I'll try and rectify that in a second. Let's see if Jones finishes.
You've got your audio.
Yeah, he says his game's a bit low. But it's just like, I have it low in game.
Craggy was drifting coming through the little curve out of the what's it called, out of the chicane. That was, yeah, man.
Goodness,
You know, it's getting to the point of tries, you know. Oh, Craggy's drifting it through 1 and 2. Oh, he's hitting the curbs now. I think he's going to abort this lap. Yeah, he's left it on medium.
Gonna go good.
Some
oh,
AJ
into the 37s, a whole second faster than Craggy. Oh, Mr. P has invalidated his lap. Where is Manu?
Manu 1.3 up, purple.
Hasmania has crashed on the pit straight.
The pit lane.
Or has he crashed it into the pit lane?
I think he... Oh, Manu's invalid on the last corner.
Oh,
that is gutting.
That is gutting. Right, Ty Clara up to 4th for now. His teammate is down in 10th, but is on a better lap.
Got WPW Jones
Pause
going...
Penguin on comms. Hey, okay. Leave me alone, Nathan. I screwed up a little bit again with the audio like I did last night. My bad. I will try to rectify that, so leave me alone. And Matty Roberts finally turned up.
PW Jones about to go purple. Oh, nearly. Everyone is starting to hit purples now. Craggy's
just gone 4 tenths faster than AJ. As I'm on board with Raz. As he's coming at the last corner, what's it going to be for him? It's up to 4th. So we'll go on board of his teammate who's bailed out of his lap.
And AJ now is down on his lap, so he must have had a half spin somewhere.
No, he's probably just going slow to recharge his battery. Also, this rain is getting lighter.
I think everyone's coming in now for softs, I reckon. What about you? Softs?
I don't know. With it still raining, not so much. Not entirely sure with the rain. But we'll see. You know, let's have a look at the wrong button. Let's have a look. So still people still have inters on. But I think with it still raining, I don't think anyone's gonna risk it. I don't think anyone's gonna risk it at all.
I mean, with the clear dry line for me, I would take the risk because the rain is getting slower. The dry line it's there, but it's whether do you just trust yourself in a way.
We'll see. All right, PW Jones here in the last chicane.
High clear on softs.
Will he?
Don't know if you can see that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's put softs on in the garage, so I think he's considering it.
Oh, this is bold. We do have about 4 minutes left of the session, I do believe. So if he is, that is bold. But that rain is still falling. Yeah, there was about 4 minutes.
Yeah. Jump on board with someone quickly. You just see how predominant the dry line is. If you stay within that bit of dryness, you should be fine.
Okay, unless
the only main concern
that rain just
for
actually
me
completely
is
stopped. Oh no, the rain has almost stopped. It's so slow. But these
It's
times, so
reminding me of
people are gonna get.
EU2.
You know what? I'm riding on board of Cornish, and
Mm.
there's no rain at all on where he is.
Could be your
Literally no
particles.
rain at
You
all.
just have your particles off.
No, even with particles off, I can still see rain.
Really?
Yep.
I can see what you mean by doing it on the broadcast cam. If you actually jump on board in like the TV pod, there's no rain there. Well, there is rain.
Yeah.
Oh no, rain stopped now. Rain has stopped.
Oh well, 3 minutes after the
coming
session,
out.
the dry line has formed. Everybody will probably be boxing then to put on those softs. But I think watching Cornish here struggle on the inters still, I still don't think it's dry enough. Honestly. Let's see if anybody ventures out. Obviously we've got Griffin out on track. Still on the inters. AJ's come back out on inters. So obviously this rain has stopped, but I don't think it's dry enough. Really don't think it's dry enough. Cornish gonna finish this lap? Yes, he is. Cornish up to line. Where's this gonna improve him to? It improves him up to P5. So, right now, somehow EU2 is faster than EU1 right now. Because EU2 had these same conditions right now as EU1 has right now. And just no one's beaten a 20... there we go. We've got people now bailing out of the pits. And this is where we now look at tyres. Who's venturing out? Matty Robber, Rosa Sky, Ty Clever, and Hoffen Dobak are all ventured out on softs. Everybody else who's venturing out is on inters. This is going to be interesting. You know, I'm going to leave the tyre graphic on. It'll turn itself off when we go into the race.
Yeah. To me, Cornish Cuck looks like he's got a lot more grip on his inters, but it's that dry line.
Yeah, it is that dry line, yeah.
No rain.
But the other important thing as well, I've not seen the Stewarts enable DRS.
No, that is true. It's just the fact there's a lot of standing water out there, so...
Yeah. Look at this, Cornish is going into the wet to actually cool off those tyres. Because those tyres are going to be really hot right now. See, he's still going slow because he's going to do a new lap. I would assume. Also got Griffin on a new lap. He's the spoon curve. He is currently following a Mercedes and a Ferrari. So kindly get out of his way, or they could be done for impeding. Ferrari gets out of the way.
5 seconds for that, isn't it?
Nope, it's actually a quali ban. If you impede somebody, it's a quali ban. Yep.
Blimey.
Yep. Which I think is a little harsh, but it's a thing. Obviously, that is a kind of compromised Matty. It's compromised Matty a little bit. But there we go. Griffin into 20 to the 35s. Faster than yesterday's pole time. But that is probably his quali done and dusted.
And Matty's off. Matty's almost round.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
Right, who's next to do a lap?
He's still going to go for it?
The Jones
clear,
last corner. Oh no, he's on that lap.
2 McLarens. All soft drivers are backing out.
Yep, checkered flag has fallen now for the grid. AJ's been shown that he's in 3rd. Rosa Sky will not improve. Mr. Poem will not improve either. Matty Robert is on a lap, but I doubt it. Matty will go any faster. He's probably backed out of his lap. Very clever.
All he has to do is set a lap and he'll jump a place.
That
not
is
bad
true.
and make a difference. Yeah, softs are not the tyre. They are 1.9 seconds down, most of them.
Yep. Cornish Cook coming out of the last chicane now. He was almost a full second up on his previous best. That would seem...
Ty Clear's almost round.
Seem 37s, definitely. What's it going to be? It's a 37.4. And now we go on to 2 McLarens. I do believe it is... Nope.
It is, yes.
Craigie is... Craigie goes fastest by 2/10. Obviously, Griffin will not be able to go faster. So that is Griffin done. Where is Matty Robbo? Yeah, Matty just needs to finish his lap and he goes ahead of Mr. Poem. I'm probably saying it wrong. I just realized if I butchered people's names, sorry. Oh, I'll just call him Mr. P as he's known on Discord. Right, Matty, across the line, sets the time, so he'll go up to 11th. And Offendale back into the pits. Doom Ty Clever's gonna also beat the pits. And that will, yeah. So pretty much everybody is done. Yeah, everybody's done, pretty much done laps, so there's your classification and basically for the race. So Craigie gets pole. So Craigie gets pole with a 35.7. And now this is the point where if I'm gonna get triggered by this again. Please retire the car so we can go straight to classification. Like, come on. I was saying about this yesterday, and Matty said if he was coming into the pits at the end of, he was gonna do it as well, but he's been shown checker flag, so he can't do it.
Yeah.
The times are all over the place as well. I've noticed. But
it's just finding that grip though, isn't it? So
yeah.
So you're going wet to dry. I mean, now if you're looking on the onboard for the car, it would be that would be dries personally for me.
Yeah. Well,
but
full classification then. Craigie on the pole, Griffin will jump on the front row, PW Jones and Cornish Cook will share the second row, AJ and Raz on the third, Manu and I in 7th and 8th, Offen Dobek and Rosa Sky in 9th and 10th, Matty Robber 11th, Mr. P in 12th, then we've got Hasmini and Hacker on the back row of the grid after both of them decided to bin it. So we'll have to now see. Are we going to get a repeat of yesterday? It was wet qualifying in EU2 yesterday, and then it was a fully dry race. Is the same thing going to happen again? Come on,
it is a dry race. Dry race.
It's bone dry again, just like it was for EU2.
Yeah, but it is cloudy, so maybe rain. We cannot say yet.
Obviously, now we are waiting for the drivers to finalize their setups, sort out their race strategies, and sort out their fuel. Then we should be able to get this race underway. Craigie will lead us away from pole. Now this is where it'll be like, so Charlie, who do you think's gonna win?
You said, ooh, good question. Craigie, I reckon he'll convert the pole.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Lights are on. 4, 5 red lights. And away we go for the Japanese Grand Prix. So looks like it's a decent getaway from Craigie. PW Jones is going off to a good start as well. He's literally side by side with Griffin now as they go around turn 2. Looking from most of it, it looks like most people have the start on the mediums. And unlike EU2, quite a few started on the hard tyres, and Jones is ghosting and lost a place to AJ, and he's ghosting inside of Cornish, and Cornish is spinning at the Dunlop curve and
only
dropped.
One person has started on the hards, and that is Huffin Dobak, who is in deadstone last after he dropped it in the S's. I'm either assuming from curb or a little love tap on the rear.
Could have been a
mostly clean from what I've seen. I mean, I did see a Ferrari, a McLaren, and I think it was a Kick Sauber tried to go 3 wide into turn 1. That was a bit of a sight to see, personally.
Hacko's past Matty Robbo, Hacko into 12th. Obviously, there is a bit of a train starting form. AJ is really pressuring Griffin here for P2. I thought they were going to go side by side for the curve, and Griffin with a small mistake clashes into AJ, and AJ complete into the wall and lost his entire front wing. That little snap there from Griffin. Oh, poor AJ. So that's AJ into the pits early to have a front wing change.
He's almost hit the wall as well.
Oh, that was really
How
unlucky.
has he not lost his wheel there? The way he went into the
No,
wall was,
I was
it was at, for me, it was at an angle I reckon his whole wheel would have been ripped off there.
yeah.
Blimey.
Yeah, AJ got super lucky not to have his race ruined there. Craggy has already got a full second gap to PW Jones, so Craggy is going to continue his dominance from EU2 last season to
Yeah,
EU1.
and just
Man has just
Bro should
taken
not
off.
have been in EU2 last season.
Man has just taken off like a rocket ship. But obviously these three... Oh, hello, we got Manu and Ty Clever side by side. But Ty has shown Manu the door. Never mind.
Matty Warrow doing a switchback at the hairpin on Cornish Kirk. Still going round the little curve.
Still side by side.
Cornish Kirk is depleting his battery, I'm assuming, to stay ahead.
Yep, for now. Also, they do have a Hoff and Dorback right behind them. Obviously, from Ty...
Who is on the hard tyres?
Oh, hello. Hoff and Dorback making a move there. And is going to get the move past AJ. Before 130R. As Matty Robbo's on the grass. You are not in a Haas, so I can't say the line. Dag nabbit. There's no Haas in this race, and it's like, that's a shame.
There aren't even any Haas drivers, I don't think.
No, there isn't. Oh, we've got Mr. P making some moves. Man started 12th, he's up to 6th. He's gained 6 places. Manu was the latest one to be overtaken by him. Obviously, these guys are chasing the second down to 4th. They have 2.5 seconds behind, though. Obviously, Jones is 1.5 behind Craggy. So Craggy is like officially like checked out. Like, look at him. He's already got a massive gap. As Griffin and Hacko are swapping places, and Hacko's now off the road. So Griffin is causing all sorts of problems.
Back at the... Oh, Hacko's gone off track at the Degners.
Yep, I literally just caught the back end of it. Him having contact with Griffin. So Griffin's already come to blows with 2 people in this race.
I think Griffin started P2 as well, so that is one almighty fall.
That is, and I think Griffin is really struggling because he's got Hasmania on his diffuser, and Hasmania looked to go around the outside. Is he going to try? Oh, I thought he was going to try and make the move. He's going to try and do it into the chicane. Later on the brakes. Gets it done. Yep, gets it done. Hasmania up into 8th. A good move. Obviously, he was behind at the DRS detection point, as I can see Mr. P is making a move on the on Ty before even before turn 1. That's Mr. P up to 5th, as Cornish is the latest person to get past Griffin. Round the outside of turn 1, though. Yeah, Griffin definitely did fight this.
Very audacious, but
yeah, Griffin is only going backwards, so something tells me he has damage we can't see.
Maybe slight. I'm riding on board with him, and it doesn't seem like he has damage. I just think he might have just overcooked his tyres a bit. Maybe. One thing I don't know if Matty Robbo's noticed anything, but either he's not deploying any ERS at all. Oh, dive bomb by Hacko on Huff and Doback. Huff and Doback doing a switchback. Will we keep it going around this little curved
right on board
thing?
Here.
Don't know what to call it.
Hacko, and I think he's got the move done. Yep, Hacko's got the move done. Oh, but Hacko a bit wide though.
Robbo. They're still going at it, blimey.
Yep. Oh, Huff and Doback's finally given up.
No, back to Matty. Huff and Doback's flashing. He's used all of his deployment already. But back to Matty, he's not really showing much pace at all, as he's hit the back of the Aston Martin. Right on board, I can't see anything.
Man still has a front wing, so man is still going. Still going strong.
But he's not, like, how do I call it? He's not showing the pace at all at the moment, as he does use half his battery to absolute fly past the Aston Martin, who has got barely any energy left in that little battery pack of his in the car. Now, Hacko, talking about him, He's right on the backside of Griffin, who has gone back even further now.
Yep.
Tasmania and Cornish Cuck, who's just leading this massive train, who has dropped pretty much 2 seconds behind the McLaren in P7.
Yep. Obviously as well, in other news, we've got PW Jones actually catching Craggy. The gap a couple laps ago was about 1.6 as Hacker's going for a bit of a dive bomb into turn 11. The car goes ghosted. Hacker again, I think, a little bit impatient here, trying to get past Griffin. I think Griffin is slightly holding him up, because Hacker's definitely got the pace and just cannot get past this Alpine right now. Hacker is definitely struggling to get past. It's not good news.
Griffin is defending like a lion at the moment, I would say.
Yeah.
But here we go, 130R to the inside. Will he keep his foot flat? Will both drivers keep their foot flat?
Yep,
Does
Hacker
anyone
gets
back
the move
out?
done.
Griffin backs out.
Yep. Hacker finally gets the move done past Griffin, so Griffin's now lost about 8 places. So that is unfortunate for the Alpine, as Hacker...
He has lost 9 this race so far, as
Rosa Sky around the outside of Raz, and the other Ferrari is past Mr. P. Oh, bit of a wobble there from Raz. Yeah, as I said, I'm not saying this full name because I'm going to screw it up. Anyway.
Craiggie's even had an incident at some point. It is now gap is 0.6 of a second.
No, I think
PW Jones and Craigie have left the pack behind them now.
Yeah, I think that's Jones having a really good lap. Like a couple laps ago, PW Jones was about 1.5 behind Craigie. Is now 0.7 behind in the DRS of that McLaren. So, Craigie's dominant start is he's starting to struggle a little bit, but maybe because obviously we saw it yesterday.
Attempts?
Yeah, we saw it yesterday with the tires. They can die after about 10 laps, I reckon. The mediums, the softs died after about 5. So maybe Craigie has burnt out his tires too early, and Jones done a better job at saving him.
I think the medium, I didn't really get a good chance on the mediums because I was either spinning or safety car, so I'm pretty sure EU2 had a really early safety car.
They did on lap 6.
Yeah, there we go. But mediums were dreadful around this time because you just lose all grip. And Hacko fastest lap with a 31.3, and also Mr. P making the move going into turn 1, well, before the first corner.
Oh,
Griffin has overtaken Hasmania. Huff and Novak still in 13th. Matty Robbo still in 12th. Not really doing anything, just biding his time, I guess.
No, yeah, people tend to try and play smart, but sometimes I don't think it works out. We'll see. Craigie's still ahead of PW Jones for now. The gap's about 6/10. Then they've got about a 3-second gap to Rosa Sky and Razwan. And then these two then have about a 2.5-second gap to Mr. P and Ty Manu. Haku is back onto the back of this lot, and Cornish Cook is at the back of this little pack. And obviously then we've got Griffin just outside of the 1 second, but he has a decent corner at Spoon. He should be okay. Nathan is roasting you in chat, by the way.
See, I am choosing to ignore him.
Yeah, can we not roast my co-coms, please, chat? Thanks.
If
like, say nice
Nathan
things about
is
him.
right, though. Nathan is right though in the chat by saying if an SC comes, AJ will be in a perfect position.
Oh yeah, probably. As PW Jones makes the move for the lead. That's the wrong button.
Turn 1.
Yep. So John, new race leader after 7 laps.
AJ is slowly creeping back in, but for him, I would say his race is over unless he does get a safety car, which I would be expecting, seeing as it is Suzuka, and at some point someone is going to forget about those curbs. We've seen it partially.
I was gonna say Hasmania almost just did. You literally almost jinxed someone. Commentator's curse. Real? Question mark?
Last week as well. Well, it wasn't me. did it. It was D. Summers who was filling in for you. He
Yep.
mentioned he mentioned on like 5 laps to go how he was surprised that
Oh,
no
dear.
driver has DNF yet. Last lap, last corner, Huffendoback dropped it into the wall. So commentators cursed striking again, but this time it was for the cons. Sorry, Daniel.
Okay. I don't know if it's me, but Charlie's gone very robotic for me, and the stream can hear that. So that's not good.
Tiny, for me, you are glitching. Yellow's sector 3. There's a yellow. Oh, Razwan has dropped it a bit.
Oh, Razwan has dropped it out the last corner, so he was fighting Rosa Sky for third. Not anymore, as Hako is now into 6th. I've missed this. Hako's been making moves as Cornish also gets past Manu at the first corner. As Griffin is round. So
on the curb.
Yeah. But still, PW Jones and Craigie are running away from this race. These two have a 5-second gap to P3, which is Rosa Sky, who has been slowly caught by Mr. P. So have it, Connor and chat. Robo Charlie activate. Yeah, it was probably me. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know if he was lagging, I was lagging. I don't know. But everything looks okay for me anyway.
You sound perfectly okay for me now. It's just that little bit you was glitchy turned into a robot. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway, let's watch this race. Craggy is not getting dropped by PW Jones, who is showing unbelievably quick pace, I would say.
Yep.
But
definitely. Craggy,
do you think this little push from PW Jones could potentially kill his tyres off, as the McLaren is right behind him? I don't know, because Hako's made another move. Sorry to cut you off, but Hako's just flying now. Once he's got past that little midfield group, he's going.
Asmania has passed Raz into 8th. Asmania also making moves, so next on Hako's menu is Mr. P. Gonna catch 2.2 seconds though. Mr. P is slowly catching this guy, who's losing even more time to the front two. Rosa Sky may be starting to struggle on those.
I think the mediums are dying off now, because Huffendoback has gone from 13th to battling for 9th. But what I can say is that Griffin's now 12th, he's dropped from 2nd to 12th. PW Jones has moved up 2 places. Tasmania's gone up 5. Hako and Mr. Pitt Poem have gone up 8 and 9 places. Rosa Sky's gone up 7. The grid isn't the same anymore.
Rosa Sky has made a mistake somewhere, because Mr. P is in the DRS. So this is not going to be good for Hako. Obviously, Hako is catching and has dropped Ty Claire. Hako is definitely on a charge.
Craggy's going to make a move into turn 1 on PW Jones. Here we go. Is it going to be done for turn 1? Yes, it is. Lead swap again. PW Jones now down to 2nd. And Ty Clear has gone into the pits now. See what tyre he'll jump on.
Probably
going on to the hards? Yeah. No, mediums by the looks of it. No, hards. My game's just...
I was going to say, your game is buggy, bro.
Mate, I'm on Xbox. I don't get these good graphics.
Fair enough. Mr. P into the podium. Podium places, and we are on lap 11 here of the 27. So expect the drivers to come in for the tyre changes. Started from about now to about lap 14, I reckon. Maybe, well, not 14, but we'll probably like this lap, next lap, or the lap after. So I think as Manu and Hasmania are side by side. Hasmania up the inside, but Manu gonna try to hold it out. Nope, doesn't quite get it. But will Manu try and get him up to spoon? Ryan is close and Getting closer, but not close enough. Ooh, small mistake there, so he loses a little bit of time to Hasmania.
If you was Craggy in this situation that he's in at the moment, what would you do? Go for the hit for track position, or pray that the absolute bullet, the Welsh bullet that is behind you, that is PW Jones, as I'm speaking, making a move into one, who is now the leader of the race. What would you do? Would
Mr.
you
P,
pit or would you stay out?
So Mr. P, Manu, and Raz, and Matty Rubber are now all into the pits. So that's 5 of these 14 racers all pitted. Sorry, technically 6 because AJ's already pitted as well. He's right
He'll
behind
pit
Tyke.
again.
He'll
I reckon
pit
AJ will piss again.
He'll probably
easily,
pit again towards the end. But right now it is basically the PW Jones and Craigie show right now. These two blitzing away from the field. Their gap to Rosal Sky in third is 7.5 seconds. So that is a massive gap. Yeah. That's a really,
you know
really
what this
big
reminds
gap.
me of?
You and Grelis and...
This one... Yeah, I was going to say that, but there was also last season as well, PW Jones and Craigie pretty much did this in EU2 anyway last season. So it's nothing new.
I was like,
they're just doing it in EU1.
Yeah, you and Grelis would do this a lot in EU4 a couple seasons ago.
Yes, my friend, yes. It'd either end, one of us would win, I would get a penalty and lose the win by that, or I'd spin somehow. PW Jones in pit.
Oh, this is interesting. So, I thought, to be fair, I think with these two, it'll be different. I thought if Jones stayed out, Craigie would have gone in, and obviously if Jones goes in, Craigie stays out for another lap because DRS assist. So let's see where this pit stop brings out Jones. It'll probably bring him back ahead of obviously Mr. P, unless other people pit. So Cornish has also pitted.
He's got a nice piece of fresh air though, so that could be a lot more beneficial into bringing the tyres in.
Yeah, a lot of clean air for Jones there, so obviously Craigie's
no one wants to be in traffic to...
No, nobody really does.
Bring the tyres up too quickly, and then they're just screwed for the whole race.
Yep. Oh! Rosa Sky almost lost it there at turn 9. Almost. As Hako is still on the charge to try and catch him. Obviously, Rosa Sky is 9 seconds back from Craigie now. So, like I say, when Craigie decides to pit, he will probably definitely either come out just ahead of Jones or just behind. Obviously, Jones is up ahead.
He is dropping time to Craigie, but I think Craigie is just using battery.
I think he probably is.
What is the pit lane loss time?
Japan is pretty small, so I would say it's about 17, 18 seconds. Well, let's see. Craigie's in
at
now.
This rate,
so if my calculations
they're going to come out on top of each other.
If my calculations are right, Craigie should just come out. I say either behind Jones or ahead of him
as well.
Rosa Sky also
Jones is coming
Hako.
through the final chicane now.
Right, let's see where let's see Jones compared to Craigie. So Craigie is.
It's going to be Jones.
Craigie is on the exit of the pit lane. There is Craigie, and here's Jones.
Oh, he's got the jump.
Yep, Craigie pits a lap later, still ahead of Jones. Obviously, Hoffen, but Jones is good. Ooh, I thought Jones was going to try and make the move in the SS. So Hoffen Dolbach leads for the time being. Obviously, the Aston Martin has not pitted yet, as also Manu picks up the first penalty in this race after 13 laps. That's good to see. Took 13 laps before somebody got a pen. Back to the Craigie and Jones show. As these two are now going to catch 5 seconds to the Hoffen Dolbach, who will probably pit in the next 4 laps, probably. I expect Hoffen Dolbach to be in about lap 18.
I've been following Hoffen Dolbach, like, just for the past few laps, just to see what's going on. He is going really fast on those hard, so I reckon he's either praying for a safety car, so it'll just be a free stop, and if he did it now, it'd be perfect for him. But it's also the fact, is he going to go for the mediums or the softs? Because I reckon he could stretch the hards long enough to get
Oh
the
yeah, he
softs
could.
out.
He probably could. If he's been saving those tires, he probably could. We'll have to see. As a previous champion of a contest of speed, Mr. Aaron Gilmez in the chat. It has been a good race so far. There's been all sorts of action. We've had a few spins. Obviously, AJ has recovered to 6th for the time being, but he will have to be a pit again. So he's in the mud, but it wasn't really his fault. He just got in a bit of a collision with Griffin, and AJ almost died from that. But it's all fine and dandy. So, I think Craigie and Jones are catching Hoffendorf back here by a couple tenths a lap, I would say.
That's
But
7 or 8.
And obviously, Mr. P has got a massive gap to Rosalskaya because obviously Rosalskaya came in like 2 laps later. Obviously, AJ has recovered up to 5th as Akko's trying to go around the outside tire around the hairpin and gets the move done. Akko up to 7th. Next on his menu is AJ. So we'll have to see as Jones and Craigie are swapping positions on the straight down to 130R. So maybe Jones has got those tyres lit up better. The
hards were incredibly hard to heat up.
Yeah, obviously Jones pitted the lap prior to Craigie, so that's why his tyres are
Craigie's going for it again. He's going into turn 1.
Gets
simple.
it done.
Easy move.
DRS assist. Easy move done. Right, will AJ get eaten alive by Hacko?
He's flying.
He is flying.
He's going around the track and it's a blur.
And he's going around the outside of AJ before turn 1, so AJ down to 6th. And next on the menu for Hacko is a Rosalskaya. So,
can I just say, right, Hacko set that fastest lap whilst behind AJ.
Yeah, so AJ clearly definitely has the pace.
Yeah.
Even on his about 15 lap old hards. So,
14 laps. 14 lap old hards to...
You know what, this is now...
He has got the second oldest tyres compared to Huff and Dobak, who are obviously yet to pit. So
his gap
I
is
think he's going for the softs.
Yeah, his gap now to Jones and Craigie is 2.2. Like I say, that gap is coming down by a couple times each lap.
Jones is slowing though. That gap to Craigie for Jones is getting bigger and bigger.
Maybe. Sorry about that yawn. Maybe Jones is saving his battery or something. Obviously, as well. I'm just keeping on board of Hacko. Hacko's surely going to get
Huff and Dome
Rosalskaya.
back into the pits. Huff and Dome back in pits. There's a 7/10. Oh, Craigie. That is a monstrous lap. That is.
As I think Hacko's going to shatter it up. Ty picks up the 3-second in this race.
It's on the mediums.
Hacko does not shatter it. Hacko's a couple times off. As I can see in the background, Cornish Cook getting past Ty as Hacko is now into 4th. And will now try and catch 2 seconds to Mr. P, who is currently in 3rd.
Craigie had a little moment in the Estes where I'm pretty sure he got onto the curb and just dropped it slightly because the gap has dropped from almost a second down to about, at the time it went 3 tenths and he's regained a 10th back up.
Yep.
But PW Jones on a full battery compared to Hacko's got about 75% left of his battery. Yellow flag, second one. That is not Hasmania, sorry, Massey Robbo.
Oh dear.
I knew it was one of the Mercedes. He is not having a good race, is he?
No. He's doing what you did yesterday. Seeing how many times he can spin before he dies.
You just had to drop that in there, man, didn't you? Come on.
I was going to say, if anyone's going to roast Charlie, it's going to be me.
I got this on D Summers last week. I thought I'd get away with it with you. No, clearly not.
I'm sorry, Charlie.
Hey, it's fine. I'm in EU2. You're not. Simple. I don't care. You still commentate me though. So
Yeah, it's alright. I'll be
joke's on
laughing at
me,
you
I
next week
guess.
in Miami.
Oh, what one? Okay, yeah, no, don't matter.
Oh,
Hasmania's now got a penalty.
Yep. The three drivers picked up pens, and AJ is fighting. AJ's now past Rossa Sky. But even with having 17 lap old hards, AJ in that Red Bull is still flying. He is
Man's
still
turning
flying.
into Max Verstappen.
Yep. AJ is a man on a mission.
Yeah. He's literally turned into, what is it? George Russell with the tyres. Ferrari's off, Razwan's off.
Oh dear, is that going to bring out a safety car?
No. He's going again. It's just
so that's...
he just dropped out on the curb, went in the gravel.
Oh,
Matty Robbo's in the pit, so I'm sure
I
he
think
did
he's
not
had
like
enough of
those
his.
hards.
I think his hards are cooked, so
he's had enough of them.
And D Summers in the chat singing "We love Matty Robbo, we love Matty Robbo." Yeah, poor man.
One thing, I don't know. Obviously, equal cars in this game, they're not actually equal cars, because season 14, I jumped from. I went in the V carb to now being in season 15, being in the Merc. It feels so much different.
Yeah, the cars do.
There's not equal at all, and I don't know if it's all Mercedes drivers or just anyone on the grid. But
it's
to me, in that
car.
Merc, the Merc for me, really good in a straight line, horrendous on traction, as proven by Matty Robbo, just for me in the hairpin, so I'm on board with him. It's different, because to me, the, what's it called? The V-car felt like the 2014 Ferrari. It understeered when it wanted to, and it oversteered at the same time.
While we've been talking, somehow Hacker has actually caught 2 seconds on Mr. P. As we get
Another
flags.
yellow flag, sector 1.
As Griffin this time. So people are just not liking those hards. Oh, look at how close Hacker is here to that Aston Martin. So Hacker on a real charge here, trying to recover the best he can after struggling to get past Griffin. So Hacker's looks like he's going to have Mr. P for breakfast. The question is, will they have it down to 130R or will it be down into the first corner?
I reckon 130R. It's just Hacker. He will do it, I reckon.
Yeah, he probably will if he's close enough. But I don't think he's going to.
Have you noticed something with the weather by chance?
It's getting darker.
This is, my friend. So, I reckon there could be rain on the cards here. Yellow flag, sector 1 again. It's Matty Robbo. But he's
Matty Robbo's literally doing a U right now, Charlie. I'm sorry, but he's...
Oh, man.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Someone's noticed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to watch what I say. Because people can start making clips of what I say. I need to watch it. But anyway, so right now it is a double podium right now for the Williams duo. So D Summers in chat will be happy that Jones and Hacker are 2 and 3 right now. Havoc Connor also in the Williams as well, and he is saying sussy penguin. Yes, I am being sus. Leave me alone. I'll stop being sus now.
I think at the moment, obviously, Griffin's out in the safety car.
Safety car drama. Oh my God, AJ's probably like, yes, safety car. And now I need to get.
Oh boy.
Oh dear. And if I'm not mistaken, Griffin dropped it and died where you did.
Yes.
He did it at turn 8 and 9. Exactly where you did.
It at the Dunlop curves, yes. I did it multiple times in the race. One of them we will not talk about because I do not fancy giving myself a penalty. We do not talk about what I did on one of the laps. But everyone's going to come in.
So yeah, everybody is in. Everybody is into the pits. Now, this will be a big question. I am... Oh, well, come on!
Paco soft. Paco goes soft.
So is PW Jones, but what's Craggy gone? let's get these
Craggy
let's get these
is
tires also on the soft.
soft.
So every
Oh,
Tasmania 10 for speeding.
Oh no!
Oh, that's his chance of points out the window. So everybody's pretty much
boy.
coming in for softs. So by the time the safety car comes in, it'll be about lap 23. So it'll be a 4. Start 20. We'll start lap 24. So it'll be a 4. Yeah, it'll be a 4-lap sprint. So the softs should easily be thing. But somehow Hacker has lost a place to Mr. P in the pits.
He got held up a bit in the stop on the little transition. If you were Matty, Matty Robbo stayed out. Matty, no.
I would have, if I was Matty Robbo, I would have come in to change those mediums.
Yeah.
But obviously, as you can see by the tyre graphic, everybody's coming. I'm pretty sure everybody's got fresh softs at this point because it was raining and qualifying.
Owen's on mediums.
But we got Mr. P and Raz. And we got Raz also on the mediums, and then Matty Robbo also still on mediums.
Raz is on soft.
Oh, he's not. On my screen, he's on mediums.
Oh, Razwan.
Razwan, yeah.
No, sorry, I was
Razwan.
reading the wrong one. I was reading the wrong one.
Yeah,
sorry,
I'm not saying Has. I'm saying Razwan. He's on the mediums. Yeah. Obviously, we'll just go a bit for slow Matty Robbo to catch the back of the pack. So that's unfortunate that Jones didn't jump Craggy in the pits. Like, it looked like he did, but for some reason the game decided to ghost him through Craggy, so it looked like he was ahead. Then all of a sudden, just lagging back behind. I hate that bug.
Yeah.
But,
no, also, can I just say, Hasmania obviously will not be stopping again. That 10 seconds. So, for the end of the race,
to be fair,
I won't catch up in time after the 10 seconds.
No, I think if it has Mania, I think right now you pit again to get those, to get rid of that 10 seconds. I think you pit again to get rid of that 10. We'll have to see.
But problem is,
he is. There you go.
He's got 13. Okay, so
he
would
so is Matty
have
Robbo
had
now.
13 seconds of penalties.
Yeah, so he's only down 3 now. So we'll have to see. Obviously, this is interesting. So obviously, safety car will probably won't be in this lap. Matty Robbo. Oh, because Hasmania and Matty Robbo are both in this. Oh my god, Matty Robbo got hold for ages in the pits. The double stack. The Mercedes are in shambles. As Pablo has joined the chat. Merc 13th, 14th shambles. It's 12th and 13th. Marbles. Yeah, he's. Yeah, I think he's meant to say shambles. But, oh. So now, as well, obviously, this is going to be interesting because, obviously, Craigie and Jones are on softs, and then we've got Mr. P on the mediums. We've got Hacko and AJ. Obviously, AJ is probably jumping over the moon. And this is like, Charlie, have a look. How long did AJ spend on those hards? I'm pretty sure he pitted on lap 1 for the hards, didn't he? And he lasted until he did about 19 laps.
AJ has done a full cycle of the tyres, by the way. So he pitted he jumped onto the hards on lap 2. He then went all the way to lap 20. So that is 18 laps. That is incredible. He also, what is the fastest lap? Isn't it like a 30 flat?
I can have a look. I just have a look at fastest lap here. It's a 30.30 by Craigie. The second fastest man on track is Hacko by 2 tenths back.
AJ's fastest lap, right, on lap 17, so his tyres would have been 15 laps old, roughly. My maths are probably way low, with 15, 16, that point of time. Yeah. 31.4. Where the blimmin' hell is he finding that
I was
pace?
about to say, no swearing. Family friendly stream.
Oh, sorry, BK.
Yeah, we don't want BK getting mad at us.
Wait,
why is Matty pitting again? Rare. Matty wants super fresh tires. Oh my god.
Brother. Come on, man. That's just no.
Have a corner in chat. What's your profanity? Yes, I am. Charlie isn't.
Hey, yes, I am. Technically, I didn't swear.
Yet.
Fix the rules. Make them more clear. No, I'm joking.
So obviously, safety car should realistically be in this lap. So. I just see D Summers put in chat. Charlie Piner, no, F star, swearing you pairs of blank.
That reminds me of. No, that reminds me of Gunther Steiner, like Drive to Survive. Every other word F-bomb. Every other word, like. F
Yeah,
this, F
AJ
that,
was definitely
yeah,
happy. Cornish Mantis. He was definitely happy. Man had to pit lap 1 after getting almost murdered by Griffin. And obviously Griffin is the reason why safety car is out. Safety car should be in this lap. Oh yeah, the lights have gone out. The lights are out on the safety car. So there we go. Safety car is in. Craggy will now pace the grid in this sector 3. The question is, when will the McLaren man drive away and will he catch anyone napping?
I reckon exit of the chicane. I reckon. Although he is a lot far ahead than he needs to be. But everyone is at the train. We see a lot of weaving. We do not see any Kimi Räikkönens.
Oh no! The shambles! Craigie spins out the last corner, so everyone's having to brake. And Hacker runs to the back of Mr. P. He's got away with it though! Because PW Jones wasn't allowed to pass him because he half spun. So that is a shambles on the safety car restart.
Oh no, Hacker's got no damage. He's fine. He's fine.
Oh, is
no
Hacker
penalty
not
either. Mr. P, no damage. We're still going perfectly strong. But Craggy now 1 second ahead.
Yeah, he's pulled out a second already on PW Jones.
That is
and Ty Claire is now somehow fallen to the back.
He pretty sure he was on the grass or he's straight line the chicane.
Yep. Thank you. I sorted the graphic. Like yesterday, I remembered to turn the graphic off before the safety car started, but this time I didn't. So, oops. Yesterday I was good at it. Today I've just been absolute poor.
Craggy, one second now, fully 1 second ahead of PW Jones.
Yeah.
Has PW 1.1? It is going up. Mr. Poem 8 attempts. Hacko behind Mr. Poem now. Is he going to go for it into 130R? DRS
it
will
looks
not
like
be
he
on
might.
for the straight as
right
well.
On board here.
He is going for it.
No, he's not. He might go for it at the chicane now. Later on the brakes.
He is.
Nope.
No, he's done me again. Bloody hell, Hacko. Make your mind up.
Oh, Mr. P though with a bad exit. As Craigie sets fastest lap. Double toe from Jones.
Free wide into one.
Free wide into the first corner. Free does not go into the first corner. Mr. P picks up 3 seconds. And PW Jones got squeezed out almost. He had to apply the brakes. But luckily, PW Jones gets the place back. So Hacker up to second. Jones into third. Poem down to fourth.
He's in the mix.
And now AJ is now over the back of Poem. So if anything, that is a clip.
I got a clip of that, my friend. Oh boy!
But
this is getting interesting now.
Holy moly!
Craggy, 1.7 ahead now of Hacko.
What is this? Craggy is just bolted.
Craggy is going. He has no care in the world. The Mercedes, we got a freeway battle.
We got AJ going around the outside, trying to go around the outside of Mr. P at the spoon curve. And this is not a place where you see overtaken, but gets the move done after Mr. P has a bit of a wriggle there. The Rozoskay will be the next person to try and pressurize Mr. P, but I don't think he's close enough to try and get him. He might try and get him down in a turn 1, but obviously he will get DRS from AJ ahead, who don't think got DRS from PW Jones. But still, even if Jones and Hacker get... Yeah, 2 seconds to
2
the gap
seconds
now.
gap.
Yep, so the Williams boys have got to do some DRS swapping as Mr. P has got back past AJ. Will Rosasky try to go make the move as well? Nope. But obviously that was a lovely move by AJ at the spoon curve. Yep. But that gap between Craggy is coming down again. Jones only 1.7, 1.6. That gap's coming down, so I think Craggy's burnt too much of his tyres and his energy already. Obviously,
Craigie has got half a battery left compared to PW Jones, who's got barely any.
oh, so
The Williams
Jones...
have drained their battery. They are
Oh,
using
hello.
quite a bit of it.
Manu having a little bit of a problem there. And Hoffendobach's having a look at Manu. Oh,
Matty Robbo is now back down to last.
oh dear. Matty Robles had another spin. As Razwin's off the road there a little bit. Up as we're looking at Hoffendobach here, up the under pressure here from Razwin as we go around the spoon curve and he also gets the move done around spoon. So 2 drivers making some bold moves there around the spoon curve. AJ and Hoffendobach looking very good here. Obviously AJ I assume will try and get Mr. P. Well, he's already got the DRS. Will he try and do it on the brakes down to the chicane? Side by side, these two are giving each other plenty of space. But AJ better on the power now with DRS activated. Will get the move down into turn 1. Obviously, the Williams boys have swapped places again to try and catch up to Craggy as we have now started the last lap in this race. So, and Craggy has a 1.5 second gap to Hacko. So,
what a race this has turned out to be.
Oh, it has. Late safety car drama has made this race come alive. Obviously, I don't think Hacko and Jones are going to catch Craggy in time. Obviously, we've only got this last lap. So, we'll have to see if AJ can... AJ trying to catch PW Jones. Obviously, Jones has no battery. If AJ has plenty of battery, I think AJ could easily try and steal that third from Jones. I hope he does, because I actually want to genuinely talk to AJ after this race if he gets a podium. Because if he gets a podium, man blooming deserves it. After being murdered lap 1 almost.
Last week I did a driver of the day. And if I was to do it this week, for me that would be AJ.
Yeah,
you don't get away with what he's done.
Yeah, no, I think if the game doesn't give AJ driver of the day, he's got robbed of it. Because he definitely deserves it. As Craigie into the last chicane here, coming around the last corner for the last time. He has an 8/10 gap in the end over Hacko, who will take the win here in Japan, with Hacko getting second. PW Jones will finish third, making it a double podium for the Williams boys. AJ with a nice recovery down into fourth, and obviously now everyone's crossed the line, so we'll wait until we get final for classification. But obviously, that is a brilliant recovery drive from AJ. And yeah, he gets robbed of it. He gets robbed of it by Hacko.
They both did last. Pretty much both did a last to first as well.
Hacko genuinely started last.
Yeah.
After he binned it first in qualifying. But he finished nicely in P2. But yeah, so without further ado, your full classification then. Craigie takes the win here in Japan. Hacko and Jones 2 and 3, so double podium for the Williams boys. That's good points for them. AJ recovers nicely for the P4 after being absolute murdered on lap 1. Rosasky gets some decent points for the Salbers. For Kick Salber, so with caution 8th. Obviously, you've got Hovendobach in 6th, Razwin in 7th, then Cornish Cook, then Mr. P in 9th. Then we've got Manu, the tier 2 reserve in EU1, gets the last point. And then Matty Robbo, Hasmenia, and Ty Clever, the last of the finishers outside the points. The only non-finisher was Griffin. So, very exciting race today.
Yeah, I thought it was, personally. I mean, Hacko starting last, getting P2 is incredible, but AJ, at the end of lap 5, he was 25 seconds behind P13, which was Matty Robbo at the time, I believe. And the man is P4.
Right, let's see let's see if
Do
our
get away
podium
with
boys
that?
want to come for interview. Find out in a second. Put the interview on. I can see people in the Discord. Obviously AJ's fuming after that lap 1 incident. Like, I'm not surprised. I can see in the Discord Griffin has apologized for it. Obviously it wasn't entirely his fault. He did have a small snap at 130R, so that did cause him to literally veer into AJ, which then effectively murdered AJ. Or we'll see if the boys want to come in. I'll start inviting the 3 of them. I want Craggy. All 3 have been invited to see. So obviously, hopefully Jones joins. Oh, speaking of Jones, first man to join.
Evening all.
Yep, obviously Hacker is not here at the minute. So we'll start with Mr. PW Jones. Getting third there, so a decent result.
Yeah, it's all right. Safety car. I potentially getting first or second, but that safety car ruined that. And that
Yeah.
safety car restart that really messed me up for the final bit. So, yes, third. I settled for it. We got good Williams points, so not the greatest results, but it'll do for now.
Yeah, because I say you were fighting with Craggy a lot. Obviously, Craggy at the start, man, had like almost a 2-second gap, but somehow you closed it pretty nicely and kept with him most of the way. So that must be pretty good.
Yeah, I was clawing him in about a tenth a lap at the start there. So I think I was slightly faster. We had different setups. I think I had a higher downforce, I think, and I was good through the first sector, but not so fast on the straights. And when we caught up, I think we weren't even battling each other. We were just passing each other when we needed to, but just trying to build a gap to P3 behind us.
Yeah, well, at one point you had a 9-second gap to P3 at one point. So, but then obviously safety car came out, ruined that, and then Craggy had a bit of a sketchy moment on the safety car restart. Obviously, you right behind him. Did you get get a bit scared there?
Yeah, I didn't know what to do. So I saw he lost the rear, and then I wasn't sure, well, if he's lost the car, can I overtake? And I thought, well, the game probably won't let me do that. But because I was on the left-hand curb at that point, he had a decent line into the start-finish straight, and I had to delay getting on the throttle. So it worked well for him, even though it might not have been intentional. But it is what it is. I guess it's yeah, can't do anything about it.
Anything to ask Charlie?
Did you like go into it with a strategy on like how you was gonna do it, or did you just go willy-nilly and take a gamble?
Well, for the race or the safety car restart?
Race.
Oh, the race. Well, we raced it last week. So it was always my intention to go mediums, hards, in case it's an early safety car, because the hards will get to the end. And tracks like this, you just got to stay out of trouble. So my plan was to just not battle too hard, just keep in the train if I can, and just work it all out to the end, because this game you just can't break a second. Well, usually you can't break a second. Craggy managed it.
I
But...
say Craggy did it. He broke 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Craggy did it all race pretty much.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah. Congratulations on that pre-free though. So we'll
Cheers.
move on to your teammate Hacko getting P2. from the back, I might add. So, good race for Hako then for today, right?
Yeah, it was decent. I lost my head a bit mid race, but I mean that's just racing, I guess.
Yeah, because I say you were struggling to get past Griffin in the early stages of the race, but as soon as you got past him, you're like a rocket ship past everybody else.
Yeah. I was a bit aggressive, mostly because I knew I was faster than them. And then being behind slower guys, they were braking a lot earlier, so I almost went into them almost every corner. Um,
Yeah,
so it
that's
was
never good.
Yeah, so it was a bit hard to judge where people were braking, mostly because when I'm without line, I got my specific braking points, and I'm just in the flow, if you can call it that.
Yeah, obviously, yeah, you were chopping your way through the field, obviously. And obviously, you recovered nicely to get a P2, which is pretty nice.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, I just kind of cut you off there, bro. My bad. Right. Anything to ask, Charlie?
I'm trying to think. You put me on spot. I was thinking whilst you did that.
My
Did
bad, bro.
you just? No. Did you just? How was the safety car restart? Did you think what Craigie did was fair, or did you think it was a bit unfair on how he did it?
I mean, from my point of view, it just looked like he almost lost the car. You'll have to ask him that. It just looked like he lost the rear going on traction. And then I hit the Aston,
Oh yeah,
and Jones almost hit the Craigie.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that. A bit of a hairy moment for you on that safety car restart, Hako. Almost ending your race by hitting the Aston. So very close.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a bit of close moments. I had one with Griffin in Degna 1, I think, on the exit, where he hit me, and I almost went straight into the barrier. Had to cut the entire corner.
Yeah, I saw that on stream. I was like, "Yep, that's a Hako cutting some grass there."
So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think he just made a mistake, if I'm gonna be honest. And that happens, and it just worked out better for him. Don't think it was intentional in any capacity.
And now this is why I ask: if there's a couple more laps in that race, would you have caught Craigie to take the win from him?
I had the DRS at the end, so I think one more lap could have been, because I felt like I had great pace. I had pace that matched Jones or Craigie or faster. So I felt like I could have.
I think you're just obviously the way you were going through the field. I think you were probably the fastest man on track today. It's just unlucky you ran out of laps to try and catch the Craggy.
Yep.
That is a shame, but obviously congratulations on that P2 from the back after having a bit of a moment in qualifying. Obviously, we'll not mention what happened. So we'll move on to our race winner then, Craggy. Pretty much led from start. Pretty much led from start to finish. Pretty much.
So, yeah. Well.
How was the race for you then?
Yeah, I mean, with my main competitors, most of them taking themselves out, and with Hako starting at the back, it was just me and Jones really up the front. So, yeah, it was pretty good, all up until that safety car where, But no, it was a good race.
Yeah, obviously safety car restart, a bit of a sketchy moment, and now I'm curious, what happened there? Was it a driver error?
Yeah, so I tried to get him off guard by starting before the chicane or whatever it is. So I wasn't trying to accelerate out of it. I was accelerating into it, and with the cold tires and getting on the curb a bit, I just spun a little bit, and it was a bit embarrassing there, but I managed to stop myself spinning all the way around and kept it going.
Yeah, and then got a massive gap. 2 seconds you got to Jones. I was like, how is this man so damn quick?
Yeah, so I saw that I got about a second lead into the turn 1 because of that instant, which again, I'm very sorry about anyone that messed him up on that. But I thought, right, while I'm here, I might as well push as hard as I can. I got the fastest lap on the first out lap after that safety car, and so used a load of battery and pushed really hard to get that 2 seconds. But yeah, it was just enough to buffer Hako behind by the end.
Anything to ask, Charlie?
Not that I can think of, to be honest. You just drove a perfect race, and you asked all that I was going to ask.
I was like, it wasn't quite perfect. I think man would have liked it if he didn't have that moment after the safety car restart. I think if Craigie didn't have that, it would have been a perfect.
Bit of a blemish on
it. Bit of a blunder, yeah. So,
yeah.
Yep.
So in the end, with pole, fastest lap, and win, happy with that.
Yep,
It's
I bet you
Slam,
are.
pretty much.
I think if
Just needed
Hako
to lead every lap.
Yep, I think if Hako didn't have a little accident in qualifying, I think Hako could have challenged you for pole, but not meant to be today. He'll just try again next week in Miami. So, congratulations, Craigie, on the win.
Thank you.
Right. Now we will be ending the stream here. So obviously, if you'd like to get involved in Contest of Speed, you can just do exclamation mark Discord in the chat. You'll have a Discord link which will bring you into the server. Then obviously you'll have to sign up either for the AM side or the EU side, and then you'll have to do a pace test to get in, and then get put in either one of the 3 EU tiers or the 2 AM tiers, and then you'll be able to get in and join in the action. So obviously this has been the Japanese Grand Prix. The AM1 for Japan will be happening in a couple of hours time. I believe it'll be like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning for me, because it'll be 9 p.m. Eastern, so you can come back and join the drivers for that. But obviously from me and Charlie, that is goodbye, and we will see you next week for EU1, where we'll be racing at Miami. So adios.